Hello and welcome to Touhou 11, Subterranean Amnesium, or Animism. Subterranean Animism. And Animism. Fuck it, I don't need to know the name of this game. Eastern Earth Spirit Palace, Subterranean Animism. I'll say however I want. The song for the title theme for this game, Awakening of the Earth Spirits. Well, it's the same feeling as always. One thing that's very cave-like about caves is the sounds that echo around in them. So I did my best to make it cave-like. Caves are great. So I'll figure out how I plan on going through this one. This is my favorite, one of my favorite games in the Touhou series, along with Perfect Cherry Blossom. Anyway, let's actually get started. Just like Mountain of Faith that came before it, you need to play this game through this game in normal mode to unlock the extra stage. But I already got that covered. So I'm gonna play easy mode, the fairy class. We have our choices between the Shrine Maid of Paradise, Reimu Hakure, and the ordinary magician Marisa Kirasame, just like always. Just like Mountain of Faith, just like Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil. These two are mainstays. Each one of them has 3 partners we can choose from that decides our shot type. Yukari Yakumo. If I remember in post, I'll put a picture of her up. The Phantasm Boss of Perfect Cherry Blossom. And it tells us the options we get. We get rolling options, her shot, we get the purple needles of painful reproach. This works a lot like Reimu's Persuasion needles. Spirit attack, we get the underside of Uncommon Sense. That would be our bomb. In terms of support skills, we'll have the ability to warp, to use Yukari's gap power to warp. Your attacks will warp around to the other side of the screen. From one side to the other side. You can teleport from one side of the screen to the other by pressing the arrow key twice when you're at the end of the screen without firing. Now, we have Suika Ibuki. Suika is a character who is an old character to this game that hasn't gotten her chance to show through my playthroughs of these games. Mostly because I decided to skip in material on Missing Power, which is 7.5. It would canonically come after Perfect Cherry Blossom and before Imperishable Night. Still, she is a lovable character. She's an Oni. She's a Hell Oni who, in Immaterial and Missing Power, serves to try to extend the day of the feast. Make a feast that happens forever. In this game, she gives us our piercing type, which it gives us the Oni God's Will-O-Wisp as a high-powered piercing bullets. They home a little bit. Homing isn't that great if I'm gonna be real. Her spirit attack for Gathering Spiritual Flower. All enemy bullets that hit the area turn into homing bullets that attack enemies. Oh, that's how that works. And her support skill allows us to collect all items on screen by releasing all buttons currently pressed. An ability I like to call for gathering sometimes. Lastly, we have Aya Shaimaru, who had herself some appearances in both Phantasmagoria Flower View before and Mountain of Faith after the very last game. So we have our options which shoot in the same direction and the opposite direction that our character moves in. Our shot is the wind deep in the mountains. Our spirit attack is darkness of the crows. Attacks everything around you for a fixed period of time. And her support skill is we can move at ultra high speeds. As long as we're not shooting, we can move at really high speeds. Marisa has herself 3 partners too. Alice Margatroyd, who had her appearance in this series as the 3rd stage boss of Perfect Cherry Blossom, with her debut being back in Mystic Square as both the 3rd stage boss and an extra stage boss. Alice gives us the dull options, which concentrate during normal fire and spread shot during focus fire. Our shot type is known as the Rainbow Wire. Her spirit attack, Remote Sacrifice, sacrifices a doll to fire a somewhat powerful laser. In my opinion, the worst spell card in this game. well, the worst bomb. And her support skill. You can collect up to 8 option dolls. So you get 8, and you get 8 spirit attacks instead of 4. Patchouli Knowledge. She had her appearance as a 4th stage boss in Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil. She would later appear as an extra stage boss. Patchouli's gimmick is that when you press both the shift, both the focus button and both the shot button, you can switch between her 5 elements: fire, water, wood, metal, and earth, each with their own formation. The every angle shot. Using her spirit attack, we get the 5 seasons. Lastly, we have Nitori Kawashiro, who had her appearance as a 3rd stage boss in the previous game, Mountain of Faith. She gives us the air torpedo shots, which fire high precision missiles. Her spirit attack optical camouflage puts up a barrier for a fixed time. If you get hit while the barrier's up, then all enemy bullets on screen will disappear. If you don't get hit before the barrier disappears, some power will be restored. And that goes over each. I'm probably going to put up a picture of each character as I talk through those. We'll see. We'll see what I do in editing. Probably going to do quite a bit. Now, my favorite to go with... I have 2 favorites on them. Surprisingly, it's one of the only games I'll play Marissa. I love to take Patchouli's formation for Marissa, or U3's formation for Raven. So, in the spirit of shafting Marissa for this entire playthrough, we're going with Raven. The mechanics of this game are largely similar to the ones that have come before it. However, this game has its own mechanics. Just like the games before, it has the border wall, in which you can collect power-ups. But in this... We're restarting that. I was trying to demonstrate, and I failed to demonstrate. Anyway, as I was saying, you have the same mechanics. But, if I could actually demonstrate what I was trying to demonstrate before without getting killed. This game, when you fill your graze meter that's on the lower left side, you collect all powers up on screen regardless. So you don't need to really rely on the on going to the top of the screen to get a lot of collection done. Still, that is dependent on how well you actually graze the bullets. So it may still be beneficial to go to the item collect barrier. Here we have our mid-stage boss, Kisume. I forget her race. And she's gone. Just as soon as she was introduced. Okay, let me try not to get killed. Kill you. Kill you. Gotta get the graze, got the graze. I don't know if I ever went over the fact that these are lily whites. Probably did. How many options can I get before the end of the stage? I normally range around 2, 3, or 4. Alright, well, range in 2. Why did I have to come down to such a soaking wet place? Raymond, can you hear me? Huh? And now I'm hearing things. I made it so we can talk through your yin-yang orbs, so I can make sure you don't slack off. As if. First of all, you sent me into this cave, which is no place to loaf around. Oh, a human. A human? How unusual. I never talked about the story of this game. My bad. Trying to show off one of my favorite games, forget about the actual story. Suddenly, a geyser erupts out of nowhere, which Reimu and Marissa took advantage of, even though a higher amount of Earth Spirits showed up, but others got worried and wanted them to go underground, with a device Yukari Yakuma made so that they could talk even underground. Basically, geysers started showing up randomly all around Gensokyo. Reimu and Marissa were just kind of like, Neat. We can make hot springs out of this. And then the yokai, who are our partners in this game, show up and is like, no, this is a big issue. You need to go check it out. So our humans were forced to go underground and check out this incident. While I gotta pause, I guess I'll go over the music. The song here, The Dark Blowhole. This is the first stage theme. Since it's in a cave, I made it darker than my usual stage 1 themes. It's cute with a little uneasiness to it. Well, the good rhythm hides the uneasiness and makes a trap out of it. I think I'd like to try to make a horror game with a sense of speed to it too. And the song that shall come up soon, The Sealed Away Yokai, Lost Place. I thought I'd try making it cool for a stage 1 song. It's a very simple song with that particular game music feel to it. I think it's best if a simple melody helps bring the game action to a climax. Alright, let's get back to it. Did you come here to play in the underground? They're having a big feast down here. The bright net in the dark cave Yamame Kurodani. They won't turn away anyone, so go have fun. Raymond. That's an enemy, Raymond. Defeat her. Is it really? Oh, what a warm welcome. I don't really know if she's an enemy or not, but I guess the usual thing would be to beat her. Hey, you self-talking human. You're looking for the power of the yokai who got banished down here, right? We have our first boss, Yamame Kurodani. She's not a particularly tricky boss, but she is one of my favorite characters in all of Touhou. Trap Sign Capture Web. This is your usual stage 1 pressure spell affair. In this game, instead of enemies just dropping 1-ups, they drop little pieces of lives. Collect enough pieces and you'll get yourself a life up. Do I talk to myself that much? Are you getting tired? Of course I'm getting tired. It's not like I want to be down here anyway. And that leads us into stage 2. The bridge that people no longer cross. Now this is the first Touhou game I played when I started getting into it, and I used to have so much trouble with this stage. And Parsi. Is it bad that I know the exact cue? Alright, her first spell, Green-Eyed Jealousy. You may be tempted to just go straight for her, but this is a spell you actually want to be more careful about. As her attacks down there home straight for you. And I've reached full power. Let's gap. That's the ability U3 gives you. It's an ability I rarely use because I often run straight into bullets with it. Just how far does this hole go? You're almost there. You should reach the formal capital soon. Oh, are you a human? What does a human want with the former capital? Former capital? The jealousy beneath the earth's crush, Parsi Mitsuhashi. Are you coming to look for our cursed power? Raymond, of all the yokai underground have fearsome, detestable powers. Just beat her while you're passing by her. I can never tell what you're going to say next. I just wanted to relax and some hot springs. I think you tricked me, Yukari. I'm not tricking anyone. I'm jealous of the light above ground. I'm jealous of the gentle breezes. I don't have anything against you, but I can make up lots of reasons to attack you. Here we face the Hashihime Parsi Mizuhachi. One of my favorite characters, and this is another one of my favorite themes in Touhou. Disappear. Wow, I actually managed it. So what I was saying earlier is that this is one of the first Touhou games I actually played, and one of the first bullet hells I've really played too. So I used to have so much trouble with this particular fight. And that's Parsi down. What was her problem? She's a yokai of jealousy, binding this world to the next through her regrets. This world and the next? Aren't there too many people who can go back and forth between two? Reapers, ghosts, and that's just because human death has a bewitching effect on yokai. And I'll go over the music now for that stage. The bridge people no longer cross. We're going deeper and deep. We're going down, deeper and deeper. It's not too bold and very ambient, so it's the traveling song of traveling songs. Somehow it feels kind of Japanese, but that wasn't on purpose, hence why the somehow. By the way, this has nothing to do with anything, but caves are great. How many caves are great can you get in this game? The world may never know. Parsi song, Green-Eyed Jealousy. She's a yokai with a wounded heart, so I thought I'd like to make her a melodious song, and this is how it ended up. You wouldn't think it's a song for a shooting game, but when I tried to think of something good for a shooting game, I settled down into something like this. And this takes us into Stage 3. Walking the streets of a former hell. It's so weird because I remember having so much trouble in this game, and it's so weird to just see me randomly try to fucking run straight headfirst into a bullet. Yes, that's weird. Who would think I'd do something so dumb? No, I was gonna say it's weird to see that I don't. The weird to see I actually have the skill for a lot of this now. And here's you. Hey, you're pretty good. Don't know who you are, but they say a rowdy welcome is the best for a rowdy guest. Oh, Yuki is her own woman. She is her own mid-state boss. I didn't mention it, but just like in Mountain of Fate, your power is your bombs. I like you. We'll have lots of fun, so keep following me until you can't take it anymore. I didn't read that line. My bad. It serves no real purpose to keep shooting at Yuki during this. She doesn't take any damage. Jeez, quit wandering around in front of me. You're in the way. Oh, you're so cold. And the people from above almost never come down here. Wait a minute, why don't we listen to what she has to say? I don't even know what we're down here for. You're after something, right, Yukari? The spoken of unexplainable phenomenon, Yugi Hoshiguma. Just whose tail are you after anyway? I don't know! Oh, are you lost? How did you wander all the way down here? Did you wander into some hole that opened up? Whatever, I was forced to come down here, I promised not to let any yokai from above down here. And then you all built a great city underground? But in return, I believe you promised to make sure the evil spirits underground would remain pacified. Yeah, we have a deal like that, but who are you? If you know about that, and yet the evil spirits started pouring out when the Geysers erupted, that's not what you promised, is it? Eh? They're pouring out? The evil spirits? Well, I can't think of many people who left the former capital who go above ground. I only know of one, but she's got nothing to do with this. I'm sure you can remember any other times. Let's see. A geyser probably means at the palace. It's the Palace of Earth Spirits. Stop leading the conversation by yourself. What's the Palace of Earth Spirits? Can we go there? You came here because the yokai in that jewel told you to, right? Yep, you got that right on. The Palace of Earth Spirits is a building right in the middle of what used to be hell here. A bunch of stuck-up folk live there. I guess we should go there then. Oh, I think it'll be a while before we can set out. As long as she's there, anyway. That yokai in your jewel knows what's going on, because we Oni always want to compare our strength to that of the strongest person we meet. We face Yugi Hoshiguma. She's an Oni just like Suika. In fact, her and Suika know each other. I didn't mean to do that. I hate this now. This one is a bit hard to work around. I end up bombing a couple times because it's not an easy one to work around. I am wasting all my bombs. Alright, this spell is knockout in 3 steps. I like to just get close and let her revel up her bullets. That's the easy way of dodging it all. Well done! If you're that powerful, you'll have no problem at the Palace of Earth Spirits. What? You're an Oni? Yeah. We cast aside the above-ground world and moved here. Long ago, this was Hell's shopping district. But now the Yamas have made off with Hell, so now it's just a forgotten prison for evil spirits. Well, that's an old story. I'm sure humans don't remember anymore. Owen have thought you, Oni, would break your promise. Now take her to the Palace of Earth Spirits. You're not hiding something, are you? Oh, the tea at the shrine wasn't very good. Don't drink it all while I'm gone! And we make it into Stage 4, which I'll go over more in a second. First, we'll talk about the songs of Stage 3. Walking the streets of a former hell, the Stage 3 theme. It has that peaceful brawling feeling of a certain Edo street. It's best to be light and cheerful after all, isn't it? This song also has a very nostalgic feel to it. I'd love to swagger down the streets with as much excitement as this song has sometime. And Yugi's theme. A flower-studded sake dish on Mount Oe. I was aiming for a strong, very playful image. In fact, Yugi is teaching herself how to fight without spilling a drop of the sake from her cup. She must be bored. Somehow I think the Oni of Hell have more fun than humans. And now, we make our way to stage 4, which has one of my favorite stage themes in all of Touhou. This game has 2 of my favorite stage themes in all of Touhou, if I'm gonna be real with you. And the funny thing is the characters that they belong to are somewhat related, which will be understood in the extra stage. Unfortunately, I had to use a lot of my power-ups in that previous stage, so hopefully I can reclaim my lost power. Here we have our mid-stage boss, which is some random cat. I mean, I know who this cat is, but I feel like this would be one of the worst ones to just give away this soon. And if you paid attention to the words before the stage started, you'll know we're finding our way into the home of the terrifying eyes that no one loves. What could that mean? Damn it, I didn't need to do that. And Orange should be showing back up soon. I just said her name. Oh well. I don't think I can actually get past this. I might have to time this one out. Who knows, maybe. Oh, I got it. And one last one should be appearing right in the center. And that makes us through the stage. I don't see anyone who looks like they'd be in charge here. There was that cat, though. We should have had that cat take us to its master. I wish we could have finished off that cat. It might have been attractive to the smell of dead bodies. Visitors, how unusual. I see my pet cat must have caused you some trouble. Finally, someone that looks like a yokai. There's a lot I wanted to ask you. You don't have to tell me that. A strange geyser near a shrine? Oh, I think that would be fine too. You're thirsty? Why don't I put on some tea? Huh? Why are you talking to yourself? What are you talking to yourself about? I've been hot for some reason for a while, so yes, I'm thirsty. But if you're talking about making tea, are you a servant or what? The girl even vengeful spirits fear Satori Koemichi. Oh, excuse me. I'm Satori, the master of the Palace of Earth Spirits. There's nothing that's hidden from me. That's because I can hear everything you're thinking. What? I guess we don't need to talk then. Some tea would be nice. Right away, please. Raymond, I told you before, didn't I? You should beat any yokai you encounter underground right away. Oh, well, I still don't know anything about the evil spirits. Who are you talking to? I see a yokai that's above ground. I knew it! Above ground is too far away, so I can't read her heart. I wonder if you're the one who could stop that dreadful geyser. A geyser? A geyser. I wonder if one of my pets did something they shouldn't have again. Pet? Oh, like that cat? But it seems the human doesn't mind if the geyser stays. Reimu, you should really get around to taking care of her. I guess. Yes, she's thinking. Being down here is a pain, so I'll just beat everyone and go home. Exactly! We really don't need to talk, do we? The geyser was probably caused by one of my pets. Or one of the others, or one of the spirits in this mansion. I don't mind looking into it. But you don't seem to be of the mind to settle this peacefully. Of course not! Who would take a yokai at their word? But you trusted that Oni, and you're relying on that yokai from above. I know everything you remember about that yokai too. Now arm your heart and do battle against your own feelings. Here we face the master of the Palace of Earth Spirits, Satori Koamichi. She is a Satori yokai. Now we face her spell card. Recollection, Terrible Souvenir.
Mentioned it earlier, but she said do battle. We must arm our heart and do battle.
Now this is where it really begins. Go to sleep with the memory of fear, trauma, so frightful it'll wake you up. Recollection, Double Black Butterfly. Satori's main gimmick, as all Stage 4 bosses have their gimmicks, is that she brings back recollections of past spell cards based on your partner. Double Black Butterfly is one of Yukari's spell cards that she'll use in the Phantasm stage. Satori is now using it against us. A memory of our past trauma. Recollection, Flying Insect Nest. This is a spell card that Yukari uses in Immaterial and Missing Power. And I failed it because I totally was going to get hit. I need the bomb. Recollection, Boundary of Wave and Particle. I forget where Yukari used this spell card, but again, all of them are recollections of spell cards Yukari has used against Raiden. Yukari has used in the past. Oh my, well you did manage to come this deep underground. Those Danmaku look awfully familiar. You think, Reimu? Of course, they're Danmaku that stood out in your heart. I just imitated them. In any case, why don't you tell Reimu about what's in your heart now? How to stop the Geyser, was it? You should talk to my pet then. You mean that cat? I think we met before. That cat isn't powerful. I have lots of pets here. In the courtyard of this mansion, there's a hole that leads to the deepest part of the underground. She should be there. If she's your pet, why not just call her? My pet has been avoiding me lately. I wonder if it's because of my power. I don't think anyone likes her, not just her pets. Nobody would get to finish their sentences. Satori has a bad habit of finishing people's sentences for them because she can read their minds. Still, Satori is one of my favorite characters in all of Touhou. Anyway, her song. The stage theme, Heartfelt Fancy. I tried not to make it too one-sidedly Japanese. The Palace of Earth Spirits is surprisingly Western. The people who live there are probably fancy too. But it's a cat house. I want to be tamed by the cat. And Satori's theme, Satori Maiden, Third Eye. How many times will I say Satori talking about Satori? Probably a lot. Her race is Satori, her song is Satori Maiden, her name is Satori. Anyway. She's the master of the Palace of Earth Spirits. She's a little fancy and loves animals. Actually, she should be the highest ranked enemy in Subterranean Animism. But it looks like fighting isn't her specialty. I tried to make the song dramatic and otherworldly too. As that states, Satori is one of the most powerful characters in this game, but she is only a stage 4 boss because she does not care for fighting. Only really fighting us because Reimu is not the girl to settle shit peacefully. And we make it into the 4th stage. Lullaby of a Deserted Hell. This is actually one of my least favorite stage themes in all of Touhou. It's not a bad theme, it's not my favorite. It's not a bad theme by any means. I couldn't tell you what I don't like about it. I mean, it's not that I don't like it, it's just there's so many other songs I like way more. we have ourselves Orin. I already name dropped her, so no sense in trying to hide it at this point. Cat sign catwalk. Yeah, I totally just like let that hit me. I can't tell you why. I don't like that stuff part too much. I don't know how many lives I have, but that was definitely our first one. And there's our second. Man, how much stage do I have left? Because I am sucking it. Huh, Yukari spell card Yukari spell card doesn't really collect the powers. A lot of mechanics in this game are made so that you can get as much grace as possible. Bullet patterns can. And the way bullets just kind of overwhelm you sometimes. It's just how this game is made. And we've made it to the end state. Oh, it's so hot. I wish I hadn't worn winter clothes. Those are winter clothes? I wouldn't have imagined such a hellish place would be under their courtyard. And here's our little cat friend. A cat? I think that cat's been following me from the palace. How creepy. Do you have any catnip? Ta-da! Looks like you're having fun, sis! Mind if I join you? Ah! The cat turned into a cat! You mean that cat turned into a cat wheelbarrow? The hell traffic agent Orin. It's more fun being a cat, but I can't really talk like that. Besides, it looked like I was going to lose to you, so I had to change back. Are you the pet Satori was talking about? I think she said it was the cat. I was watching and listening to my master's galantery. And your plot. You want to stop the geyser? You better not. She's real dangerous, you know. She's the most dangerous bird underground. There's no way we can turn back now, even if you're a dangerous cat. I wonder where our cat went off to. It'd be such a pain if she suddenly disappeared like that. I wish you'd take better care to program your own familiar properly, without any bugs. Well, if you're gonna... Yukari was referencing Chen there. Well, if you're gonna go up against that dangerous bird, you gotta fight me first. Perfect. I think we already fought you a few times, cat, though. If I kill you, human, my hellfire cart will get heavy. Man, carrying off corpses is fun. Here we face Orin. Her song is Corpse Voyage, Be of Good Cheer. Orin has given me much difficulty. Speaking of difficulty. Cursed Sprite Zombie Fairy. This is a rather, troublesome card to get through. No matter how many times you kill these fairies, they'll shoot Damaku each and every time, and they'll revive. Hopefully I have a good amount of live stockpile. Because this is already going to shit. Oh, delicious health, Spleen Eater. I don't actually remember how to do this. Alright, that's how I do it. And I ran into Orin. That was unfortunate. I don't really have to worry so much about getting that one clear continue though, because I already done that this game. Well, I mean, I already done the extra stage thing. So I don't have to worry about trying to get the extra stage. Alright, what's this one? Well, I just got a life. Rekindle dead ashes. What's this one? Oh, that's what the song is. And I'll take down Orin. Good job! Wouldn't have thought I'd lose to a human. Oh, it's so hot I can't stand it. I just want to be done with it. Hey sis, I bet you can beat her for me. I'll be waiting for you. What a weird feeling. It looks like there is only one road ahead. All we can do is go forward. I wonder what the pet down the road will be like. She's one of Mr. Toy's pets, just like me, but she's gotten real powerful lately. It's like she can do anything, so no one can really take care of her. We animals get really powerful when we live long, and we can get powerful by swallowing up ghosts and evil spirits. But I wonder where she found it. Hard to believe she swallowed up the power of the gods. Did you hear that? Yeah. I wonder if it's okay to eat gods like that. There's our little hint into what has been going down. Someone here has obtained the power of the gods. Anyway, for the previous songs. Lullaby of a Deserted Hell. Since people stopped being condemned to the hellfires, the Oni don't visit anymore either. So this place has become the playground to spirits and animals. Actually, I'm thrilled whenever I see something like a building people have abandoned. The grounds of former hell must be enveloped in the sort of loneliness that surrounds ruins, is what I thought of as I made this. And Orin's theme. Corpse Voyage be of good cheer. The theme of Rin Kaienbyo. This is the theme for a cheery yet bizarre cat. Since stages 4 and 5 were pretty heavy, I tried to clear it up in a flash. The cart Orin is pushing is a wheelbarrow. What's it carrying, you say? Better not to ask such questions, I think. It's corpses. She carries around corpses. It's not that hard. And here we make it into our final stage. Orin's back. Oh yeah, I forgot something. If you die at the bottom of hell, you'll burn so hard there won't even be ashes. I better take you down here. Orin's back with her last spell. Blazing Hell Wheel. This one's just a simple moving left and right spell. And there's a spirit right there. Wow, I really have moved on my Touhou. I might be able to beat games in normal stage a lot more now. And we've made it to the end. I can't take it anymore. I'm going to be burned to death before we even find that bird! I'm turning into a fried shrine maiden here. Don't worry, I'm sure we're about to find her. I have no idea what makes you say that, but I think you're right. I finally found you. You're the weird person from above everyone's been talking about, right? I heard you were coming to find me, but I couldn't find you anywhere. Speak of the devil, eh? I guess my intuition's as good as ever. You're trying to stop the geyser, right? Right. Though I wouldn't mind if the geyser stayed, and only those evil spirits went away. You have come all the way down here from above ground, so I hate to tell you this, but the geysers won't stop. It's too late for that. What did you say? The geyser is just a hole to let the excess part of my ultimate power escape. Scorching, troublesome, divine flame, Utsuwa Ryuji. I've already obtained the ultimate power. Every time I use it, the geyser gushes forth, so I can't stop it. Now, ultimate power? If a geyser happens every time, does that mean it's the power of a tea kettle? Wait, you should be able to see it. Which god did the bird eat up? The kind that can draw a hot bath, who knows? Anyway, we came all this way, so if we just beat her, the geyser should stop. I guess it comes to that after all. Before we actually get into the fight, I'll talk about the music because we'll run into the ending after. Stage theme that we've been listening to, Hellfire Mantle. I tried to make it feel like an end of game song. Flying through lava is standard fare for shooting games. I guess if there's anything in particular I'm trying to say, it's that it's not unusual for shrine maidens to fly above lava like this. Crows too. And the boss thing that should be coming up, Solar Sect of Mystic Wisdom, Nuclear Fusion. I tried to make it as modern, light, and simply boss-like as I could. The fact she's not that great of a yokai for her last boss, she was originally just a bird. She's just really powerful. I understand very well that even a fool that possesses great power can't cause too much harm. Even if it's the power of dreams. As that says, she's simply a bird that obtained the power of the gods somehow. I guess it comes to that after all. Once I beat you, I'm going to go above ground and test out this power of mine. Ho ho ho! The pathetic place will be reborn as a new blazing hell. It's a good thing we ran into. Good thing you ran into me before you went up there. You'll be beaten by the power of the ultimate shrine maiden, which will stop your invasion place. Lord Yatagarasu, the Black Sun! Thank you for giving me your power. The sunlight that rains down on the earth is a nuclear furnace that shall now create new atoms. My ultimate nuclear fusion will burn up everybody. Hearts, ghosts, and fairies. This is the power of Lord Yatagarasu, the Black Sun. A god in the Touhou universe that Utsuwa here has obtained the power. Blazing high. What's that? Oh, Pedal Flare. I hate this card. There's no good way to deal with this one, really. And her next non-spell. This one is a lot like the first non-spell, but they curve at the end, so you gotta be careful. Okay, what's this one? Oh, Fixed Star. This one's also a pain. But this one is more of a controlled pain. As I run straight into a bullet. Sometimes it just be that way. You just run straight into bullets. Doesn't help that the sun is so glaring at my, like, glasses. And her next non-spell. Got an option back. That gives us another spirit attack that we can utilize if this shit goes south. Come back here. Alright, what's that? Oh, Heaven and Hell Meltdown. For this one, you want to go to the middle of the screen and, yeah, say hello to bullets from both angles. This one gives me a lot of trouble if I'm gonna be real. I caught myself that time. Hell's Artificial Sun. This is her final spell card. It'll slowly pull you in just like a black hole, while bullets appear from the outside, and sometimes from the inside. Oh, I didn't realize. It still pulls in. So. Damn! How did... I gotta be more careful. Rip. But hey, I still won because I had lives, too. That could have been my last life and I would have been bad, honestly. The Hakurai Shrine. A shrine at the eastern edge of Gensokyo. The shrine grounds were completely covered in snow. It had probably piled up while the maiden was underground. Shoveling snow, shoveling more and more snow. I have to open up a walkway. The New Year's soon, so we might get some visitors. We should get some visitors for New Year's, even with all this snow. That crow underground swallowed the power of a Yatagarasu. We could probably get lots of believers with that kind of power, and I think the god here would like some sort of easy, understandable power. Hello? What? You're creeping me out! I caught a cat! Meat-eating monsters don't taste good. Oh, you don't remember this cat? Oh, is that? Yes, this is the cat you fought in the hell of blazing flames. But why? Wait, Yukri, did you go underground? I found her around the geyser. Do you know what this means? No ideas. Oh, you're so dense. The geyser erupted because the crow went mad. But whose fault does that make the evil spirits? Was it that cat's? That's right, it's definitely the cat's. Huh? You're always saying things out of the blue. I don't really get it, but I'll just have to beat her, right? That's right. By the way, Reimu, how are you going to beat her? She wouldn't be very tasty. I see, that's why you don't get any visitors. Why not try keeping her around the shrine to draw people in? They say a group of people is more likely to come back. The cat Yukri caught by the geyser or stayed at the shrine where Reimu could keep an eye on her. Of course, she was still Satori's pet, so it really just meant she got fed when she came to the shrine. Orin had sent the spirits up with the geyser as a warning to the above-ground yokai about her friend, the Hell Crow. Rainbow and Yukari understood she meant no harm, so they didn't punish her. However, shortly after Orin started coming above ground, there were several incidents where people's dead bodies disappeared. So needless to say, rumors spread in the village about the Kasha near the shrine. Ending number 1, the Hellcat. And that takes us to the ending of Subterranean Animism, except for the extra stage. I know it's Animism, or however you pronounce it, but it's one of those things that you just like get it in your head how to pronounce it, and you kind of stick with it. So if I'm pronouncing that wrong, my bad. The only other thing after this is the extra stage. Man, this has really been a testament to how much my skills have grown. I remember staying up all night one time, because this game doesn't have continues. If you keep going, it'll just start you back at the beginning of the stage you're on. I remember staying up so long in the night just to beat Oku.